These are the top 5 best newly released roleplay games on Roblox. Let's have a look. Starting off at number 5, we have Jupiter, Florida, which released just a few weeks ago. This game is honestly super amazing, especially since it's such a new game and it's already being loved by lots of people. Jupiter, Florida is also very special because you can buy boats, you can drive boats, you can have a lot of fun small roleplays in this game. The game also looks very pleasing and it feels very unique. Now this game does definitely remind you of Southwest Florida in some ways, but that's mostly because the game itself is based in Florida and the cars just feel kind of similar for some reason. So let me read you the description of this game real quick. Immerse yourself in the beauty of this vibrant coastal paradise and explore sandy beaches, sparkling waters, and lush Everglades. Buy your dream home, cars, and boat. Live your Florida dreams as you soak up the sun and uncover the wonders of this enchanting town. Whether it's relaxation or adventure you seek, Jupiter, Florida has something for everyone. And they're not wrong. That is a good description of this game. It's very fun and there's lots to do in it. Now, as I mentioned, this game is completely new, so you're gonna have to expect some bugs and some stuff because it's only in its beta stages yet. So there's gonna be a lot of improvements in the coming weeks, months, whatever you want to say. And I definitely recommend that you check this game out because it's pretty awesome. In place number 4, we have LawCountry. This is probably the most realistic looking roleplay game, but it does lack players. It really does, because it's also in its beta stage, but it's not free to play yet, so it doesn't have a lot of players in it. Now this game is also pretty new. It's not the newest on this list, but it's definitely one of the new roleplay games on the Roblox platform, and since a lot of people haven't played this game yet, it's still kind of new to some people. Now this game is also a game which is under development still, but it definitely has a lot of cool features within it that you're gonna love. For example, it has some of the most unique kind of terrain I've ever seen. It has the most put in textures, quality, and small details in any roleplay game that I've ever checked out. Sadly, you can't really do too much right now in game. It's kind of lacking the actual features in which you can do stuff. You can of course roleplay as a police officer and arrest some criminals and all that kind of stuff, but there isn't really that much you can do as a player in game. You can't really go around robbing stores yet because they haven't really managed to add those features into the game, but that will most definitely come with time. So don't hate on the game just yet because development takes long, and this game has actually been under development for a really long time before even getting to this stage. But yeah, this game has some of the craziest features I've ever seen in a roleplay game, and definitely some of the most realistic features and looks that I've ever seen on Roblox. Now, some people didn't think their PCs would handle such a big game like LawCountry, but even people on laptops are able to run this game. That is actually crazy to me because I don't understand how a game like this big, this detail, can be played on a laptop. That's crazy to me, but it can. So that is a good sign that these are some good developers. But yeah, definitely recommend you go check this game out. It's definitely gonna grow with time, so don't lose hope about this game just yet, even though there isn't lots of players on at the current time. Now on place number 3, we actually have a game which might be a little confusing to some. This game is called Zaibatsu RP, and you're probably wondering, why the heck is this on the list? Well, this is a decently new roleplay game that is actually very, very special. It's essentially a roleplay game based in Tokyo Bay, Japan, or in fact, a prosperous city on the coast of the Tokyo Bay in Japan. So what can you do in this game? Well, you can explore the busy streets as a tourist, or roleplay as a police officer, barista, criminal, firefighter, or anything in between. It's essentially like a huge, just pure roleplay kind of game, and there is so much happening in this game. You can buy cars, you can do all kinds of things. It does, however, feel completely different to all the other roleplay games I've checked out so far, because it's very unique. Okay, it's more unique than anything I've seen. I was not expecting to even like this game, but I did like this game because it was a lot more fun than you would expect. By looking at this roleplay game on the outside, it feels like it's just gonna be one of those boring kind of like adopt me kind of games. But trust me, this is actually a fun roleplay game, especially if you're trying to meet new people, because this is a game in which you can meet hundreds of people in every server, because there can be 100 players in each server. On the second place of this list, we have Palm Shores, Florida Alpha. Now, you might have heard this game before because this game was actually released back in, I believe, November 2022. And you're probably wondering, well, that's not exactly very new. Well, you would kind of be wrong because development was actually kind of halted after that month of release. So it just recently went back to being developed again. So the game is just now gaining back its activity and is now at a stable 276 most active players right now when I'm recording this video. And that is actually really good because since just a month ago, the game had about 0 active players at all times. So that is a huge improvement. This is a roleplay game that's gonna grow big with time. This is also very similar to the first game I showed in the video, and it's also Florida based. So it feels like a combination of like Southwest Florida and all that kind of stuff. But it's a great game. You're gonna enjoy it. I love it. So you definitely want to check this game out. There's lots of stuff you can do in here. This game has lots of existing jobs and cars which you can check out. So it's a really good roleplay game that I want you to check out. Now this right here is probably my all-time favorite when it comes to realistic roleplays. This is City of Charaster, and this game isn't completely new either. This game was released back in 2022 as well, but it hasn't even got more than 30,000 visits, so not a lot of people know about this game. I believe it's whitelisted, and that makes sense because the roleplays in this game are amazing. There is not a single bad roleplay you're gonna expect to have in this game. It's on the #1 place of this list because it's so incredibly good. Trust me when I say it's good, because I've only played this game 1 or 2 times in my life, and both of the times has been realistically good. Like the roleplays you can have in this game are just so good. There's people who literally have entire roleplay communities within this. So there's like biker gangs, there's all of these kinds of things that you wouldn't see in many other roleplay games. So essentially it's just a huge role-playing community where everyone is a roleplayer. There is no like fail RP or anything like that because everyone is a roleplayer. You definitely don't want to miss out on this game because it's really cool. I'm gonna link their Discord down below and all that kind of stuff so you can join up and try to get into the games yourself. But either way, I think that's the end of this video. Hope you found something that you think was interesting enough to check out. I believe you're gonna have a lot of fun in some of these roleplay games, if not all of them. But you go test them all out and see what you think, and let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts were of the game after you have checked them out. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day and see you in the next vid. Bye.
Are we in Vietnam? We're doing wheelies here. It's looking so weird. I'm just dancing. This must be the most normal day on base in Vietnam.
Hello, my friends. My name is Muhammad, and I strongly recommend you join the United States military 1960 on Roblox for all the hot girls. Thank you.
What is this other dude doing? He's driving on top of him. Why am I so bold? Will you let a kind gentleman, true soldier, leave before I detain you? Please check your internet connection and try again. I really left though. This motorcycle is too good. Oh my god! Sir, come back. I'm sitting here with my hands up. How come, sir? I'm not starting myself.
What?
Run, my god! Yes, ran away. The fog is coming. Are you a Soviet spy by chance? Yes. Well, I am just gonna take a quick walk away from you. Give me intel now. Oh my god!